Yo, 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 yo. Okay, everybody. So, we're going to talk about triangles. So, there is a lot of vocabulary in this as well. So, make sure we copy down the definitions. I know there's nothing right now. We're going to draw some pictures of examples for what these are. So, the triangle theorem is all angles of a triangle add up to 180. Sorry, I guess this should have been the one that I actually typed up for you. All angles of a triangle add up to 180. The rest we'll do pictures. So all the angles of a triangle add up to 180. So if I have a triangle, all of its angles on the inside will add up to 180 degrees. So 60 plus 60 plus 60 is 180. If all the angles don't add up to 180, then it's actually not a triangle. It's impossible to form a triangle where all the inside angles don't add up to 180. So that's a big one. That's really what we're going to focus on a lot of today. Interior angle. The definition of an interior angle, you can draw a picture with all of these. Okay, all of those would be examples of interior angles. They're just the angles that are inside the triangle. An exterior angle is when we have a triangle, but let's say we extend this line out even further. It doesn't just stop there. So I have a triangle and we have like this extra left on. This angle right here would be considered the exterior angle. The exterior angle is just the one that's on the outside of a triangle. And there might be multiple exterior angles. Like there might be one over here too, and then one over here as well. Okay, so it's an angle that's on the outside of the triangle. Okay, and then the remote interior angle. The remote interior angle is an interior angle that is not next to the exterior angle. So here's what I mean by that. So let's say I have this exterior angle right here, and I'm focused on this one right here. Well, the remote interior angles are these ones right here. They are the angles that are not next to this exterior angle. So these are remote interior angles to this exterior angle. Okay, so the remote interior angle, there's two remote interior angles, and they are the ones that are inside the triangle, but they're the ones not next to that outside angle. Okay, now let's just get into using those properties, and then let's get into some problems. So a lot of times with triangles, what you're going to be asked to do is you're going to be asked to find the missing angle measurement. So what we know is we use a triangle angle sum theorem that all three angles of a triangle add up to 180 degrees. So for this triangle, I have 71 degrees and 56. Well, I know if I add it up with this third angle, if I take this angle, and this angle, and add them all up, it should equal 180. So I put x here because that's just a variable, right? So if I take the x angle, I add it with 71, and I add it with 56, it should equal 180. Well, really what we're doing is we're just subtracting 56 from 180 and subtracting 71 from 180. Or you can add 71 and 56 together if you want to. So I could combine these as well, or I could subtract them both from 180. It doesn't really matter because we're going to end up subtracting the same amount. So if I add up 71 and 156, I get 127. So now I just got to subtract 127 from 180. I'm going to get 53. So 53 degrees. So this has to be a 53 degree angle because all of these have to add up to 180. Go ahead and try number 5 on your own. So try this one and see how you do. So I need to add 61 and 29. That's going to give me 90. So this has to be a 90 degree angle, which means it's a right angle, which it looks like it too, which worked out really nicely. Okay, because 90 plus 90 equals 180. Okay, now if I want to find the measures of angle A and angle B, so there's a couple ways that we can do this, but the main way we can do this is I know what this exterior angle is. This exterior angle is 52 degrees. These have y's and variables, so we don't do much, and this angle is not the same as this angle, so I cannot add these all up and make it equal to 180. But if I look here, what I have is with this exterior angle, this is a straight line, and this straight line was been cut by a line in between. The measure of a straight line is 180. So this angle plus this angle has to be 180 degrees. So if I do 180 minus 52, that's going to tell me what this angle right here is. I'm going to get 128. So because this is a 52 degree angle right here, that means this is a 128 degree angle. Because these two angles make a straight line, which add up, which is 180 degrees. Now, if I wanted to find these two angles, I know if I take this angle, and this angle, and add them all up, it equals 180. So that's what we do, just like what we did up here. It's an equation. If I take the angle of 4y minus 4, and I add it with the angle of 3y, and I add it with the angle of 128 degrees, all of those angles has to equal 180. Now I can solve my equation. So I can combine my like terms to make 7y. Negative 4, positive 128, I can combine those to make 124 equals 180. And now I have a two-step equation that I can solve. I can subtract 124 from both sides. I get, let's see here, that's going to be 56. So 7 times 8 equals 56, so y equals 8. So if I plug in y equals 8 here, 3 times 8 is 24. So this is a 24 degree angle. 4 times 8 is 32, minus 4 is 28. So this is a 28 degree angle. So 28, 24, and 128, if I were to add all three of those together, it would equal 180 degrees, assuming I did it correctly. Okay, so 3 problems that are very, very, very similar. So what I want you to do is do number 1 on your own, try number 3 on your own if you can, and then you can even try all 3 of them if you want. Try all 3 of them because this is very similar to the one that we just did. So try all 3 and see how you do. So pause it and try them out. All right, so this one, it's pretty simple, 78 plus 31. So if I were to add those together, hold on real quick, sorry. Okay, so 78 plus 31, that's just gonna give me 109. So if I do 180 minus 109, I get 71. So 71 degrees. This one right here is the same process, but now there's a bunch of x's, right? But that's okay. If I do 7x plus 4, that's this first angle, right? And I add that with the second angle, 5x plus 3. And I add that with the third angle, 2x plus 5. If I add all these angles up, it equals 180 degrees. The parentheses do not matter here because they're all being added, so it doesn't make a difference. Combine my like terms. So 7x plus 5x is 12x plus 2x, that's 14x. Okay, all of those combine to 14x. 4 plus 3 is 7, plus 5 is 12. Equals 180. Now I can subtract 12 from both sides. I'm left with 14x equals 168. X equals 12. Because 14 times 12 is 168. Now that I know that x is 12, though, I got to take that x equals 12 and I got to plug it in for x in all of these to make it work. So like 2 times 12 is 24 plus 5 is 29. So angle U is a 29 degree angle. 5 times 12 is 60. 60 plus 3 is 63 degrees. So angle V is 63 degrees. 7 times 12 is 84 plus 4 is 88 degrees. So what I did is I took 12 and I plugged it in to all of these angles and then I solved. So 2 times 12 plus 5, and then I also did 5 times 12 plus 3. And that's how I got these values up here. Finally, for this one right here, I need to figure out what this interior angle is right here. Well, if I do 180 minus 146, I'm going to get 34. So this is a 34 degree angle, so these are the 3 that I have to add up. So it's 5y plus 3 plus 4y plus 8 plus 34. That gives me 9y plus 11 plus 34. I combined 3 and 8. I should have also just combined it with 34. So we'll make that 9y plus 45. I'm going pretty quick through the equation just to make the video not last forever. And when I add all those up, it should equal 180 degrees. So I set up my equation where I added these all up. 5y and 4y made 9y, 3, 8, and 34 make 45. Now I can subtract 45 from both sides. I get 9y equals 135, so I gotta divide by 9. I actually don't know what that is off the top of my head. So I'll just do 135 divided by 9, and I get 15. So y equals 15. Well, if y equals 15, I gotta plug that in. 5 times 15 plus 3. Well, 5 times 15 is 75. So this angle is 78 degrees. 4 times 15 plus 8 is going to give me 68, because this is 60 plus 8, which is 68 degrees. Okay. That's it. So, we're not going to put anything in the things to remember. Go ahead and do your independent practice. And again, guys, it's a lot of solving equations. It really is. We're just adding them all up to equal 180. That's what we're doing every single time. It's just making sure we're adding up the right angles and setting it equal to 180. So, all right, guys. Thanks for watching. Your DS out.